What is your sense about the ICAIC? Do you feel, obviously, you already stated that it hasn't been certified as urgent, it hasn't gone through plenary. Do you get a sense that it's getting held back or that it's losing support from your peers?
I really have that feeling that it's being held back, that some things, there's something wrong, because there was some initial announcement about it being prioritized, that it will be immediately tackled at the plenary level after it gets passed at the committee level. And it was passed already at the committee level. There's a committee report already. There is a consolidated substitute bill already. And the next step is supposed to be presented at the Appropriations Committee, because there is an appropriation, so it has to be cleared first at the Committee on Appropriations before it's presented at the plenary. This week we were expecting that, but we have no information or no update about it. And then next week is supposed to be, we were expecting that either this week or next week it's going to be presented as plenary. And now we have only 6 session days left. Right. So we're running out of time. So, para bang dribble ito. We really don't know what's happening on the part of the authors of the bill. We are wondering why. There's a sudden, change of tack.
May I toss the question back at you, Congresswoman? Why do you think that it is, or you get the sense it's being held back? Was it something that came out in the news? Was something uncovered? When did the tide seem to turn?
It's difficult to speculate, really. Well, first, let me say that ICI is doing fine in the sense that, there's been several referrals already. 7 or 8 sets of referrals to Ombudsman for further case build-up, for further evaluation of the evidence before preliminary investigation can be conducted. But then it really lacks teeth, it lacks power. So if they're serious about accountability of running after all those involved in this biggest scandal in our history, then they must be conscious, or they must really be serious also in coming up with that more powerful and more independent body. So what are they afraid of? They should equip the body with more powers, and why are they now all holding off? So I'm not sure. Are they? Would they want it to be limited to just certain personalities? Are they trying trying to control the proceedings and make sure that it would only cover certain personalities and not be reaching whoever? Because the call, the demand of the people is that all those that the evidence would point to or point at must be held accountable. No sacred cows, no exceptions.
In short, you don't think you can push this bill through without President Marcos certifying it as urgent?
Because, as I said, only 6 session days remaining. Because assuming that the committee report will now be forwarded to the plenary, because today is Wednesday, this is the last session day of the week, because session days is only from Monday to Wednesday. And the next week, Monday, is a holiday. So there will be only 2 remaining session days next week. Now, there will be sponsorship first, the first reading, and then there would be a deliberations, debate, period of amendments, and then before the voting and the approval. So without certification by the President as urgent, I don't think this could pass in 6 session days. You see? So certification as urgent is quite imperative. You see, it's necessary if we want this bill to be enacted into law within the month or before the break, the Christmas break of Congress.
Well, as we know, to pass a bill, you also need the Senate to be in on it. Do you think all this...
Magbabaycam pa kami, magbabaycam pa
yun nga
to
po eh.
reconcile. You see?
Right.
You have the Senate version, you have the House version. So we need BICAM to reconcile the differing provisions of both versions. So no time.